Hello everybody, I'm Jibba. Welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Sword. So in the last episode we went ahead and beat the 5th gym, and in this episode we're going to be heading on to the 6th gym. And I gotta say, I'm very surprised at how fast I've been flying through this game. Not gonna lie, it's kind of surprising. I was I gotta admit, I was kind of expecting my playthrough to take a bit longer, but I think I'm like 8 hours in, and then I'm already like about halfway through the game. Think might deliver for me? Sure, I'm not going to, but I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and take it from her. But the thing is, we're definitely not delivering Franken Bologna. That's the town that's past the Glimwood Tangle with all the Hatrams and stuff. But like that is the silliest name. Like I'm just gonna let you know, I do not remember Pokemon town names very well. Hi, Sonia. And yes, it is. I only have 3 more to go. Oh, Sword what kind of Pokemon were they? Where are they now? I don't know. Right in your backyard. Might want to try that out. Oh goodness, that Corvisquire was very excited about something. Yeah, that's something I'd like to know. I don't know. Maybe someone was challenging Raihan. Yeah, I mean... Oh, so that means that Chairman Rose is actually evil the whole time. Okay. So, you really think that there'd be some actual plot going on besides the gym challenge, but it takes so long in order for that to happen. Hi, Hop. What the heck do you want this time? Alright. And yes, I spoke to that Corvisquire out of spite towards Hop. First I forced that Magquest, I've been lost in every sense of the word. And I guess he's finally not losing. Oh, then again, I guess he really wants to just go ahead and lose again. And right there's another train station. Train stations are just useless. There's something, what? And gather all the wishing stars and give them to you. Wait, wasn't that the girl who was like, I have to pack soon. I hope you can get me an Applin of your own. And it's like, what is she doing talking to this one dude? Like, man, girls are just evil sometimes. And alright, it's time to go through a couple more routes and just walk in a circle. Yeah, admittedly, I'm not a huge fan of the way this world is structured besides the wild area. Because, like, it's like, this is like the most linear region since Unova. Oh, right, he's going to be going in a battle. I mean, you've been losing, or you've been winning with very few things. And also, check it out, his team is finally getting right along. But I completely forgot that Colossal was at the top of my party. Time for testing to see exactly how far I can go with my latest and greatest team. Alright, it's like, this is kind of something I really wish that they would do. It's like, it's about time that his team has really upgraded, but wouldn't it be more interesting if like every rival just had different teams except for the ace? I mean, it makes it more unpredictable, I admit, but it's just like, oh man, I gotta believe in the power of friendship or something. I mean, bollocks to that, your stupid tree is dead. You know, it kind of reminds me of Lee. Gee, doesn't that mean I'm going to end up being the first champion and you're just there with your lame-ass tree? Trevenant's a terrible Pokemon, I'm just kidding. I like Trevenant, but I do think... Oh, yes, Overdrive. Get rid of Spark. Overdrive, if your Toxtricity has Punk Rock, you really need to teach it Overdrive. Overdrive is a sound-based move, and Toxtricity has Punk Rock, which... buffs its buffs its sound-based moves, power of sound-based moves, and Toxtricity is like the king of sound-based moves. And so Toxtricity is kind of a monster with that. And yeah, that right there is Yamper's evolution. Yeah, it goes from like a Corgi to like a Bloodhound. It's very, very strange. And I'm gonna be honest, I do not like this Pokemon at all. This is... Now I really feel like we're getting somewhere. And I haven't even moved just yet, and I'm gonna go ahead and steal your ability. That's not gonna mean anything. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and cause natural disasters that... Like... Nah, I'm not gonna say that. And just destroy your ugly-ass dog. I admit... Boltund has a mostly solid design. I just... Oh, Dragon Rush. Yeah, I want to teach Dragon Rush. It needs acrobatics. Do I want to get rid of acrobatics? I want to keep that. Yeah, mostly because I don't have any. Now this is hard. I want to get rid of acrobatics. Because acrobatics is only really good whenever you combine it with a normal gym. Oh, flying gym, my bad. Oh, is that a Rillaboom? Oh, it's about time for our boy Mr. Rime to get some action. It occurs to me I have not used Mr. Rime since he's evolved. Yeah, check it out. Hello, I'm Charlie Chaplin. I don't know what Charlie Chaplin's voice sounded like. And that is also... what is it called? That is indeed Grookey's final evolution. And what do I think of the starter? Okay, let's go ahead and talk about this. What do I think of the starters of Generation 8? Grookey is cute, but then it evolves into Thwackey, and Thwackey is ugly. It's just ugly as hell. Freeze Dry, yeah. Sure, let's get rid of Mimic because Mimic is not a good move. And Freeze Dry just like completely destroys Pokemon like Palkia and Dracovish. Heatmore. And like, yeah, I'm just being a cheap ass bitch and just switching out every single time. And then it redeems itself with Rillaboom. Rillaboom is okay. The first time I saw it, I admittedly kind of let out a loud snicker. And I'm just like, no, that is not what it looks like. Oh, poor Heatmore. You're just gonna go straight into the water jets. Rillaboom is okay. I like it more than Chestnut, and I like it way more than I like Meganium. And if anyone had asked me what my least favorite starter was, it's Meganium. I hate Meganium. It's garbage Pokemon. You know, I don't have any fighting type moves on my team. I mean, I figure I could just, if I ever get TM/TR Body Press, I'm going to teach it to my Runerigus. He's just going to one-shot almost everything in the game with that move. Like, Snorlax seems like a perfect Pokemon for Hop, and yeah, he does not use it after this battle. Well, I tried. Like, it just makes you wonder. Like, wait, does he still have the Snorlax? I don't quite remember. Boop. But Snorlax seems like a perfect Pokemon for him, especially since Snorlax has a G-Max form, but it's an event exclusive one for some reason. I mean, yeah. I don't know why. It really seems like he has gray sideburns on his head for some reason. And it took you this long. Like, yeah, you better heal up my team for me, jerk. It's like the... Wanna beat him. Be the one who beats the unbeatable champion. I'm going to. My mind's made up. You and me are gonna have another battle once I get gym challenge. Okay. It was like your confidence is at like an all-time low, even though you lost to someone's demented grandma, and you're just like using this as an excuse to try to get your ass beat again. All right. Oh, she didn't see me. Okay. Then Scorbunny. I think Scorbunny's kind of overrated, honestly. I think it's like Scorbunny. After seeing the full evolutionary line, you can really tell that this Pokemon was Scorbunny was clearly developed to be the fan favorite, because like every starter is like developed with the express purpose of being the most popular of the three. Like they all have their own special appeal, but it's just like you could look at them, look at their full evolutions, and be in Generation 1. You could be like, oh, So Charizard is the most popular because he's like one of the most popular Pokemon ever. And Gen 2, sometimes it's a bit hard to tell. Like Generation 8, like no one could tell who was going to be the fan favorite because like right out of the gate everybody hated the starters. Like I didn't. I was just like, come on guys, just wait till the game comes out. It was like I admit I did not like any of the Pokemon from Generation 6 when Generation 6 was starting to come out. Oh yeah, we can't go that way. And there's a Berserker. But then like I didn't like them at first, but they've really grown on me significantly since the game has since X and Y came out. Like I didn't like any of the designs. Like the starters, like I hated Greninja's design when I first saw it, and I'm just like, gosh, oh gosh, please tell me this is fake. Like I really don't want this to be real. But then you see Greninja in motion, and then it just sort of clicks with you, and you're like, okay, it actually works pretty well. And I know there's a lot of people who don't teach a Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball is not good for him. Go ahead and Ball Mushroom. Barraskewda needs more attention because he's kind of falling behind. And this route of Berserkers and Galvantula and a Liepard and an Inkay. But back to my previous point with Cinderace. Raboot, I thought that design was terrible when I first saw it, but after seeing it in motion, I'm just like, okay, that design's actually not bad. I don't think it's great by any means. I think it might be the best middle evolution of the Gen 8 starters. What do I think is the best middle evolution of any Pokemon of each type? Grass, Grovyle, obviously. Fire would either be Braixen or Quilava because their designs are pretty legit. And water. That's pretty hard to tell. Sure as hell ain't Brionne. Or Krogana. That's a Duat. Because Frogadier just looks weird. And the rest of them just look really weird. Drizzyle's not bad. But when I first saw it, I'm just like, okay, wait, did they seriously just give it... Did someone just seriously just get a shiny form for this thing? But then, back to my previous point, Cinderace, I'm like, it's okay. I don't get it. It's a soccer player, rabbit, and that's pretty much what we all expected it to look like when Scorbunny was revealed, and we're just like, we're finally gonna get another Fire Electric besides Heat Rotom, and disappointingly, all the starters are just pure fire. But Cinderace, stats-wise, is pretty good. I imagine he would have grown on me exponentially if I actually used one. And another thing with Cinderace is that his stats are really, really, really good. Like, he's a glass cannon. He's essentially slower, weaker Barraskewda. Like, he's basically shitty Barraskewda, but he has, like, stats-wise at first glance. But his stats are pretty good. Like, they're way too good. Like, he gets a signature move that is one of the best animations in the game, and it has... and it's basically Flare Blitz with, like, little to no drawback whatsoever. It's stupid. And, then, crap, what was I saying? And it also gets a new move called Court Change, which is... I imagine that some competitive players would be like, if you don't have a Cinderace on your team, then it's a bad team. Like, if you have Stealth Rocks, you can use Court Change and be like, nah, bitch, you go ahead and take them. I don't need these hogging up my stees. Yeah. And that's without his hidden ability. With his hidden ability, he gets Libero. What's Libero? Do you know what Protean is, or Protein? That's what Greninja gets as his hidden ability? Yeah. Yeah, so basically, we just gotta wait for the Grass Starter to get himself a hidden ability that's basically just that. Let's go ahead and look at this. Oh, is this a... Make a glowing Pokemon dance a while help restore Watts. If you climb all the way up here, you likely the sort to investigate every nook and cranny. Even search out every last inn, running out. The first time I played this, I was just reminded of that one part in Undertale where you put the lilies out to you read the sign, and it says, "Congratulations, you failed the puzzle." And that was just great. That part was just great. But Cinderace is really strong. I have no attachment to him, and unless I decide to use a shiny Cinderace with Libero, if I get one with Libero, because I've had surprisingly bad luck with shinies with hidden abilities in Sword and Shield, then I probably won't have any special attachment to him, because, like, when the DLC comes out, that's what I meant to say. And I could have used the shiny Scorbunny and just not used Colossal, but I don't know. That would just felt like cheating. And then there's Sobble. Sobble was my favorite of the three, and yet he still is. He gave me some serious Froakie vibes, but I think he's I do think he's like 1,000 times cuter than Froakie. Let's go ahead and switch to Runerigus. And then it was like, yeah, I'm being Team Sobble this time. I was Team Rowlet. And Grookey's fine, but Sobble is he just speaks to me on an emotional level. And then the evolution started to come out, and I'm just like, okay, I sort of saw this coming, but what the heck why is his skin color look so different? Like, his skin tone just looks so drastically different. And I don't understand it. And I'm just like, okay, so, like, did the dude who leaked these Pokemon, did he get a shiny? No, he actually looks like that. And then we got Inteleon. I watched a video of this guy on YouTube. I don't know his name. He's a Poketuber, but I don't remember his name. He's like, okay, I lied. We actually found someone leaked the final evolution for Sobble, and this is after I saw Rillaboom. I'm just like, what? That's what Rillaboom's evolution is? That looks stupid. And then I saw Inteleon. I'm like, oh, okay, that's not as bad as I was expecting. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I said those exact words. I said that exactly word for word. Whenever the starters got leaked. And yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I still really like Heat Crash. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's go ahead and get rid of Flame Charge. Flame Charge is an interesting move, but what ifs, you know? Alright, so what do I want to do? Am I want to go this way? Is this off the beaten path? Yes, this is off the beaten path. And it's very strange seeing Rufflets in this game, because again, version exclusive nonsense. Oh, you just want to take on my frozen Charlie Chaplin. Yeah, that's what he is. He's just Charlie Chaplin. That's the easiest nickname you can give Mr. Rhyme. Inteleon, I'm just like, it's not as good as Greninja. Like, design-wise, I think it's fine. Like, I like the idea. I love the idea behind it. It's basically just Gex, and I feel like he gets way too much hate. Like, I'm just like, okay, well, if you could have designed it, how would you make it look? It's like, it's a spy chameleon. I don't think you could have. Oh, look, it's Phalanx. It's one of the best Pokemon of Generation 8. Not gonna lie, Phalanx is awesome. And it's like, oh, Inteleon's design is terrible. And I'm just like, okay, then how the hell would you redesign it if you were the lead art designer. Oh, it's a Togedemaru. Oh, okay, that is not what I expect. That is not what I expected. It was like just this big ass bell monster that just shoots up out of the ground. Like, that's probably the last thing you would expect, you know? Because I'm like, yeah, I don't think you could design this Pokemon any differently than any better. So I'm like, I couldn't, but I'm perfectly fine with that. Of course, I'm like one of the few people who's actually perfectly fine with the design. Oh, we're gonna be playing this game, aren't we? Don't have Levitate. Please don't have Levitate. Okay, he does not have Levitate. Oh boy. Let's go right ahead and Shadow Claw him. Do not use Iron Defense again, I swear to God. Okay, he didn't. I don't remember what I was saying, but like Inteleon, but then they got their G-Max forms revealed for the DLC for Isle of Armor, and I saw them. I'm just like, Rillaboom. I'm like, okay, that's pretty dope. Cinderace, it's okay, I guess. So he's basically just turns into Fiery Kamina from Gurren Lagann. It's okay. And oh man, okay, I'm actually blazing through. Ah man, I just saw Sparkly and I want Sparkly. Do I want to go back down for the Sparkly? Yes, I do. Let's go ahead and kill this Pawniard. Or is it Pawniard? A lot of people say that Generation... No, wait, so... Then they showed off Gigantamax Inteleon, and I'm just like, dude, that is dope. Like, that is such a cool concept. And the design's actually pretty cool too, and it makes me happy that I'm still on Team Inteleon. That I'm still on Team Sobble. And not gonna lie, Inteleon is really, really good. Like, if his move pool wasn't absolute trash, and if his hidden ability, if his move pool wasn't so limited despite being a spy, and if he didn't have just the most garbage hidden ability compared to, let's say, I don't know, fucking Cinderace, who gets Libero, which is basically just Protean, so free stab, or Rillaboom, who gets Grassy Surge, so he's just shitty Tapu Bulu. Like, what does Inteleon get? Sniper. Oh gosh, the betrayal. I mean, thematically it makes sense, but battle-wise it's not good. Like, it is not a good ability. I mean, with some gimmicks you can make it work, but it's not a fun ability to try to make work. It's really stupid. Okay, so Flapple, you can go right ahead and jump up into the... Okay. No, it's a Dusclops. Okay. I was like, show the world what you can do, Sir Flapple. Oh. I guess he's gradually warming up to me, I suppose. Go and use Dragon Dance. Oh, I don't like the effects as much as I did of Dragon Dance and Sun and Moon, but it still looks nice. So like, that's interesting. So what are my thoughts on all the starters as a whole? Gen 1, my favorite is my favorite by far is what is it called? Is Venusaur. Is Bulbasaur because I like Venusaur. Because nostalgia, because I've used him before in my playthrough of Fire Red years ago, and I used him in my playthrough of Pokemon Y, and he can put in some work. He's a unit. And Charizard's okay. Like, he grew up. I didn't like him all that much. Then he grew on me once I got the shiny, and then I immediately just stopped caring about him, thanks to Sword and Shield, because like he has two what is it called? He has two mega evolutions, and He has two. He already has 2 Mega Evolutions, and then they give him a Gigantamax form, but Venusaur and Blastoise don't. Like, that's just some hogwash. And then Blastoise is my least favorite of the 3 by a small amount because I don't like using him. Oh yeah, initially playing through the game, this part really pissed me off because I'm just like, oh, wise girl, huh? You have a Dreepy, but I can't get one until like after the last gym. Like, yeah, you can't get a Dreepy until like the Lake of Outrage, which you can't go to the Lake of Outrage until you beat the 6th gym, and you can't catch a Dreepy or Dracloak because their levels are significantly higher than yours. Alright, so Volibee. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh no, wait, let's go ahead and let Flapple get some damage in. God, this Pokemon is just really ugly. Is just gonna go ahead and get damage, and I'm a dip. Boop. Double dip my spoon into the family ice cream. That's not a euphemism. Shut up and get your head out of the gutter. Generation 2. I hate Chikorita. I like Chikorita, but I hate its evolution Meganium. Okay. I hate Meganium. Meganium is just terrible Pokemon. The design's not very good, and it's just terrible in battle. Like, I hate Meganium. It's just awful. Typhlosion is my favorite, mostly for nostalgia. I like him. That's all I have to say. And then Totodile would be my favorite if I didn't have so much nostalgic attachment for Cyndaquil, which I use Cyndaquil in Heart Gold, and but Feraligator's pretty beastly. I do like Feraligator, but I've just never used. I mean, oh, big boy up there. Gen 3, Sceptile. If you see my favorite Pokemon list, you already know how I feel about him. Torchic is my favorite fire starter. Whoa! Either that dude needs to brush his teeth, or he's just wearing brass dentures. I don't know. And then Mudkip is my least favorite of the 3, but I still like him a lot. I think Generation 3 has the best selection of starters, and Generation 2 has the worst. And so wait, is this guy named Charles? That's an inside joke that none of you are going to be able to get. Also, Phalanx. Whoa! No, I was just kidding. I don't want to fight. So yo, Jimbo, I thought you said you really liked Phalanx. And I'm like, if I had a shiny Phalanx, which I don't. Okay, no, that's a lie. I got 2 of them, but I ended up leveling up my Phalanx so I could so I can use it in competitive matches against a couple of my friends at work. And then the second one, I gave it away because I don't want 2 shiny Phalanx. So on a Gen 4, Turtwig is my favorite, mostly for nostalgia. Torterra is a pretty cool unit. Infernape is cool, but he's my least favorite of the 3 because I have like no attachment to. I barely have any attachment to him. I mean, I've used him in one of my playthroughs of Sword Platinum. And I've played Platinum like 3 times. And I've used Turtwig two out of those 3 times, and Piplup would probably be my favorite, except I have more attachment to Turtwig. But all the Generation 4 starters are really, really good. And then Gen 5, a Snivy. Okay, this is going to be a bit of an interesting tale. I'm probably going to have to tell in the next episode. So, you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. So, I'm going to go ahead and stop here. Thank you guys so much for what. Oh, wait, it's not even time yet. Okay, now I'm just going to go ahead and fight these blokes. I'm carrying super duper strong Pokemon, succeeding as a I get along perfectly with my Pokemon. Oh yeah, that's a thing. I was about ready to end the episode, and yeah, I was like a minute off. Like this Phoenix Wright reject and his cat-mouthed girlfriend, I guess. Also, can I just say, I never mentioned this before, but it's so disappointing. I don't like the, I really don't like the sound effects for shinies. Because, like, they're just really underwhelming by comparison. It also occurs to me, my Colossal is going to get utterly wrecked. Probably. I mean, we'll probably see about that. Yeah, I think it's the time to end this episode. Okay, this is going to be very bad for me. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here, so that way... you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and end the episode. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.